Thank you, Mr. Shanahan. In your questions that were submitted to you, one of the questions was about providing the Ukrainians with lethal defense weaponry with which to defend themselves. Inexplicably, you responded by saying you'd have to look at the issue. It's not satisfactory. Mr. Shanahan, would you wish to abridge or amend your statement concerning
Chairman
what?
Wood.
Go ahead.
I support equipping the Ukrainians.
You support
Yes.
providing lethal defensive weaponry to Ukraine?
Yes.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that. But I have to tell you, Mr. Shanahan, our job is advise and consent. We're equal branches of government. Your response to that question was, frankly, very disappointing to me. You have been associated for the last, I don't know how many years, with one of the 5 corporations that provide 90% of the defensive weaponry, or the weaponry to defend this nation, and your answer was, well, I'd have to look at the issue. That's not good enough, Mr. Shanahan. I'm glad to hear you have changed your opinion from what was submitted, but it's still disturbing to me. It's still disturbing to me after all these years that you would say that you would have to look at the issue. Have you not been aware of the issue? Have you not been aware of the actions of the Senate Armed Services Committee? Have you not been aware of the thousands of people that have been killed by Vladimir Putin? Have you missed all that in your duties at one of the major defense corporations of this country?
No, Chairman, I'm aware of that.
Well, I got to tell you, it's very disturbing. One, I'm disturbed that we now have an executive from one of the 5 major corporations that has corralled 90% of our defense budgets, and on one of the major issues that this committee has had hearings about, has had markups about, has reported out our bill, and you want to find out more information. Not a good beginning. Not a good beginning. Do not do that again, Mr. Shanahan, or I will not take your name up for a vote before this committee. Am I perfectly clear?
Very clear.